Welcome to step 2. Step 2 is about registering your hosting space. In this section, you will learn how to purchase a hosting space. So we will use HostGator as our hosting provider, and I'm going to show you how you can choose the option of hosting plan and how you can purchase a hosting plan, a WordPress hosting plan with the HostGator. So here are the topics in this section. First is 2.1 section. You will learn how to purchase a hosting plan. Here I'm going to show you different hosting plans that is available with HostGator, like web hosting, WordPress hosting, cloud hosting, and also dedicated and VPS. And I'm going to show you why you have to choose WordPress hosting when you install WordPress. Right. Next, in 2.2 section, we will check the login details. Once you make a purchase, you will get the login to the HostGator account. So I'm going to show you what emails will you receive and what details in that email that's very important for you to notice. And also, once you have the login credentials, we will log in into HostGator account. After that, we will log in into HostGator customer portal. Right? It's the same continuation step. Once you finish the verification process, you will get the login credential. You will also get the credential of your hosting package. Then I'm going to walk you through how the dashboard look like and what are the different options available in the dashboard. In the section 2.4, we will change the password and then we'll try login and log out from the dashboard. In section 2.5, we will verify the package and the invoice, where I'll show you, what is the amount that you have to pay after you finish your renewal cycle and how much amount that we have paid now. Okay, where we can find these details, I'm going to show you in this section. And 2.6, we will verify the WordPress installation. I'll show you where the WordPress files and basically how you can access your WordPress site and what are the different options available once you purchase a optimized WordPress hosting from the HostGator. And in the summary, step 2, we will summarize the section. Okay, so let's do this step 2.1, register with the web hosting provider. So as I told you, HostGator is a web hosting provider. So go to hostgator.com, then you will land into this page. Okay, so they have different hosting options available. They also have a domains. You can buy domain here. And the reason we did not buy everything in one place, so that we don't know how to configure it. If you buy 2 different places, then we can see all the configuration steps. So let's understand the hosting plans that HostGator provide. First is the web hosting. Then they have cloud hosting, WordPress hosting, reseller, and VPS, and dedicated. So the most important thing that we will be looking at is at the WordPress hosting. Okay, and the cheapest option, if you want to know which is the cheapest option that you can use with HostGator, you can go to web hosting. Go to web hosting, then you can find it for $2. Right, that's the cheapest you can get, and it's for single domain. Okay, and then unmetered bandwidth means there's no limitation on how much traffic that you can send to your site. Okay, but we are interested to buy WordPress hosting. So what's the difference? Let's go to WordPress hosting. So there are 2 benefits. First, it is cloud based, means your server has high availability. Okay, and the second benefit is it is 2.5x speed compared to normal website. Whatever hosting that you buy, the WordPress hosting, when you install WordPress on it, will be 2.5 times faster than any of the hosting plan that you can use and install same WordPress on it, because the server is optimized for WordPress. That's the benefit when you use WordPress hosting. And I know I'm going to install WordPress, so this is the best option that's available right here. Okay, so they gave you some benefits here. They have control planner. They have free migration. If you have a previous website on some other hosting vendor, they can do free migration for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and purchase WordPress cloud hosting. Okay, so there are 3 different plans available. One is a starter plan, one is a standard, and one is business plan. Okay, if you choose starter plan, means you can install 1 site. You have 100k visit per month and then 1 GB backup. If you choose standard, you get 2 sites, means you can install 2 sites on the same plan and then you get 200k visits per month, and then you have 2 GB backups. So I'll choose this. I can click on buy now. Okay, so here it's asking, it has steps like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, 5, and step 6. Okay, so total 6 steps available. So let's look at each of them step by step. The first step, it's saying choose a domain for your first WordPress site. So you can register a domain. Let's say you haven't purchased in GoDaddy, but you're interested to purchase in HostGator. You can still purchase it from here, or you can say I have already owned this domain. Okay, for this I'll say make WP I own this domain. Okay, so it's added primarily. So there's no payment for it because we're not buying it. We are saying I already own this domain. Let's say you want to register. When you click this register, it will ask you for some amount to pay, which will be added in your bill. Okay, step 2 is choosing the hosting plan. The hosting plan will vary depending on how many months that you select the plan. You can select from 1 month to 36 months. The more months that you choose, the less the price becomes. If you choose for 1 month, then the price is $20. If you choose for 36 months, that's where the price reduction will come. So let's choose 36 months, that is $7.95. You can choose to 1 month and then you can enter the promo code, then the price might reduce, but I'm choosing 36 months. So I'm paying for 2 sites. Remember, here I'm choosing a standard plan. If you want a cheaper option, you can go to web hosting and then you can find it for $2, but it depends on $2 depends on how many months you're selecting. Okay, so once I select 36 months, so when I pay this, I'm going to renew. The next renewal will be 2021. Okay, and I'm gonna get like 50% off if I select 36 months. So I'll enter some pin code. Okay, must be 4 to 8 digit long, may contain numbers. Okay, so I'll fill up this billing information. So the additional services basically are site log monitoring, means my site is monitored and it avoids from hacking. There's also a free backup available for me, so my site will take backup on regular basis. Okay, then I can add an SSL certificate for $1.67 per month. I don't want now, maybe in future if I need it, I just click this button and then I get this SSL certificate for my website. Okay, I have a coupon code. I have various other coupon code. I can try and see if the price reduces from any of the coupon code. And if you go and type in the browser as well. So here's one more trick I want to show you. So let's say you want to get the coupon code. So when you go and don't click the close button, but when you go somewhere near close button, the HostGator itself will give you a discount, the discount that's already available here. So let's say, okay, I want to grab that. So that's 62% off. Earlier we saw it's 50% off because I'm just trying to exit and see whether he give me a counter offer before I leave, and he actually did give me a counter offer. So if you see the coupon code, it's changed now, and I think I had the same coupon code previously, and it basically gives you a 62% off. So the price I'll get like $359.39 discount. Okay, so let's look at all our options again. I already have a domain. Then I'll choose my PIN. I'll fill up this billing info with my credit card details, and I don't need HTTPS. Then I'll review my amount. I think whatever the coupon code that HostGator gave me, 62% was the cheapest. Okay, so once you've done this, you can select I have agree to the terms, then we'll click the checkout button. So before that, what I want to do is I want to fill this billing info, and then I'll do the checkout. So the next thing it's gonna do is gonna build your HostGator account, right? This is required because we have to log in into HostGator account and then verify whether we have access to install WordPress 2 sites, because that's the plan that we have chosen here, the WordPress standard plan for 2 sites. So once this account is ready, I'm going to show you how do you log in into the HostGator account. And you see a couple of things here. You see payment is completed, right? And we will also verify the emails that has been sent to us to check what are the details has been sent to us, and then whether HostGator has verified our email address, and also HostGator has given us the order number for our future references. Okay, it will take some time to build the HostGator account. Maybe we should receive some emails, so let's verify that. Okay, so this is my personal Gmail. The first email that I've received is from billing@hostgator.com, and then they confirm me 3 things. First, they gave me a billing portal, right? They give me a login name and email address, which is nothing but my email ID, and they have generated some password which I'll change when I log in. Okay, and then a couple of things. If you want to cancel, you can just click this and then talk to the support guy. Then you have your billing portal overview. So first we have to log in into billing portal, where all your accounts will be there, like your credit card details, your order history, what packages that you have selected. Then you can talk to a customer support from there, and whatever packages that you keep buying will be all visible in the billing portal. So the other 2 emails, so let's check them. So the first email that I receive is the billing host. The second one I receive for SiteLock support. As I told you, SiteLock will make sure your site is secured from hackers, and it will keep scanning your site to see any new threats is available for your website. Okay, we're going to configure SiteLock as well. The next email we received is getting started with optimized WordPress. So now our site is almost ready, right? The couple of things that we need to understand here before we jump into all these technical details. Okay, let's log in into the dashboard first. And how do you log in? You go to the billing portal, and then we will log in into our billing portal using the email ID and then the password. Okay, so we have received the email from HostGator after we make a purchase, giving us the user ID and the password. So if you're confused how to log in into HostGator, you can click on customer login here, and you can go to customer portal login. That's one way of logging into the HostGator dashboard. Or you can type the URL that we have already found in our email, that is portal.hostgator.com. Both will take you to the same site and ask you for user ID and email and the password. Okay, it's a customer portal. Remember, it's a customer portal. So we will enter the user ID and password. I'll enter the password as well. Okay, so I've entered the email ID and the password that we have received in the email. Okay, now we're going to do a login. So I'm logging into portal.hostgator.com, and if you're confused how did we came here, you can go to hostgator.com, go to customer login. Okay, and then choose HostGator customer portal. Then it will take you to portal.hostgator.com. Okay, already log in here. Let's save it. So the first thing, when you log in, click on my account. So the series of steps that's been showing here to get started. First is set up your website, set up your email, manage your account. So in the next section, we will walk you through some of these tabs and we'll understand what is available with HostGator customer portal. Before that, I want to try login and log out and see whether your password is all fine with your login and log out. Okay, so we are in the HostGator customer portal dashboard. So previously we have just purchased a WordPress cloud hosting with a standard plan for 2 websites. Okay, so now once you have the access to the HostGator, you will receive an email from them with the user ID and password. So you will enter that and enter into the customer portal. So let me walk you through the dashboard, how to use it. The first thing is my account, right? In your account, you can see whatever the packages that you have selected. The first is account summary. When you click this account summary, you can see the summary of your account. The first is a profile. If you have to change your email ID, you have to change your address, you have to change your name, you go on profile. The first thing they need to do is go into settings and change your password, right? The password given by HostGator is auto generated, so it's good thing that you can create a new password, enter the current and create the new password that you feel that you want to type in every time, and then it's easy for you to remember. Then use that. You can even change the pin. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to change my password now and I'll come back to this section again. Welcome back. So while I paused the video, I did 2 things. I went into settings and I have changed my password, and also I have changed my pin. Okay, so that these are the 2 things that I have done, and you should also do this. You should change your password, you should change your pin. The second thing is the packages. So packages, let's review. So there are 2 things I want to show you here. First is the account summary. Okay, the amount that you need to pay after 36 months. Okay, you see the price 574. We did not pay this, right? We paid something around 214, but it's showing 574. Okay, that's your package details. Okay, so if you look at your packages, go to packages. You see the same amount is showing it here, 574.20, but we didn't pay this, right? We pay a discounted price, right? And then you can see our site here, and a couple of things. You can see our IP address. This is a server IP address, and this is something called as name servers. So this basically, you can think of a name to this IP address. And you remember we have a domain name, make WP website. We haven't pointed this domain name to this IP address. We still have to do that. We're going to do it in the next step. So look at the plan. Plan is WordPress plan, standard for 2 sites, and this is the price that is supposed to be paid, but we paid a discount price. We paid almost a half price, 62% discount. The renewal date is 2021. So where is this actual billing coming from? That's basically your billing, right? So let's look at add packages. Add packages is if you want to change the package or upgrade the package, right? You click on add package, and then you have different packages that you can buy on top of it. Okay, and let's go to billing now. So in the billing, we should able to see the amount that we have paid. So this is the amount that we have paid, and this is my invoice number. You should able to see all these things that I'm showing you here, because this is confirming that your payment is successful and you have the right packages to deploy the WordPress. And then you can manage your cards here. Let's say you want to put it in automatic mode and pay monthly, then just make sure you have your card details here and you selected the auto renewal so that your website is automatically renewed every month. Okay, then go to hosting. The hosting is a package that we purchased. like WordPress hosting standard plan for 2 websites. Okay, so we bought a standard for 2 sites. So we have already one website installed. You can again install one more site. If you want, you can even delete it. Click this setting button and then you can delete this WordPress installation. Okay, so this will remove this link between makewpwebsite.com. For as of now, let's not do anything. Let's try to build from whatever is available here. Okay, then go to domain. Domain is basically you can buy the domain name at HostGator also, but we haven't purchased it. We purchased in GoDaddy.com. So if you buy a domain from HostGator, it will be visible here. Then finally the support. If you have any questions, it's 24/7 support available for us. You can go and create a ticket here and then they'll respond to you based on the response time that's available from them. Okay, then you can manage emails. I'm going to show how to manage emails from another option once we go into the actual WordPress dashboard. Okay, so as of now we're not going to look into anything. There's a request migration. If you have already a WordPress site, you want their help, HostGator help to migrate your website onto this. Maybe you are having an old website on Bluehost or any other hosting and you want to migrate them into HostGator. You can actually request the migration and they'll do a migration for you. Okay, so that's basically the 5 tabs here. My account basically show you your personal details, your user ID and password. You want to change your email, you want to change your name, your address, you want to change your packages is in my account. The billing, whatever amount that you're paying, your credit card and everything, all is under billing. The hosting is a plan that you selected. You want to log into your hosting, you want to delete your hosting, you want to do whatever configuration on your hostings, basically is under the hosting, right? And you want to see details on it, like what is the IP address, it's all here. You can click on the settings button, then you can go ahead and do a manage WordPress. So once we go inside this, then we can go and manage the WordPress. Okay, so then we go into domains. This domain is basically if you buy a domain. Support is where you can raise a ticket. Okay, so there are the options that available from HostGator. So in the next section, we are gonna map our website with HostGator. Means we're gonna map login into GoDaddy.com and we're gonna tell them all the website files are basically at the HostGator. So where we have to point to, if you look at the packages, they have given you a name server. So instead of entering an IP address, you basically enter these 2 name servers in the GoDaddy configuration. So when you click this website, as of now, right, let's open this up. It's still pointing to GoDaddy. Okay, so let me open this website first. Okay, this will be pointing to GoDaddy because we haven't told GoDaddy configuration to come to HostGator. So when we tell them, okay, my WordPress installation is at HostGator, we have to inform GoDaddy about it. Okay, that's the configuration I'm going to show you in the next step. So once you do that, when you go into this link, then your WordPress installation will come in picture, which is your hosting here. Okay, so then we'll work on these options here. Okay, we'll create an email account, we'll manage the FTP, it's all here. We'll manage the site log, we will manage the backup, we'll manage the cache. It's already pre-defined for us, we don't have to install a plugin. It's all managed. The CDN is managed for our website, which is a very, very cool feature that you're going to get when you do this kind of WordPress cloud hosting, right? And then we'll manage our WordPress. So before that, we have a step. We have to map our website to HostGator. So whenever we type this, we should not go to GoDaddy. We have to tell GoDaddy that don't take the control, pass the control to my WordPress installation files. Then you will see your WordPress. Okay, so let's do that in the next step. Hello and welcome to the summary of step 2. In step 2, we have seen how to register with the hosting provider. We did login into HostGator and we have purchased the WordPress optimization plan from them. And if you have noticed in the whole series of this step 2, we haven't installed WordPress. That's the beauty of buying that plan, right? Once you selected and paid for the WordPress hosting and provide your domain name, all the setup is already been done. You just have to log in into your WordPress site, because that plan that we have selected is specific to WordPress. In case if you would have selected web hosting instead of WordPress, then you will just land into a hosting plan and there will be no WordPress being installed. You have to do your installation by yourself. However, if you choose the web hosting, you get to install different softwares, like you can choose Magento as your CMS provider, right? So that's basically a difference between WordPress and the web hosting. But in this section, as we are learning about how to install WordPress on a website, that's why I've chosen the option of using the WordPress hosting plan. So I hope you have understand why we need to purchase a hosting plan and how to purchase a hosting plan and what are the different types of hosting plans available that you can use for your website. Once you purchase, you have seen different options given by HostGator like CodeGuard, SiteLock, CDN features and email features, the FTP login. All those features are pre-built when you buy this kind of WordPress hosting. It's also available in the web hosting, but for that web hosting you have to pay for CDN, you have to pay for CodeGuard, you have to pay for SiteLock. Well, I have used HostGator as an example to show you because it's easy to configure and easy to understand. But my recommendation is to use SiteGround, and I've provided a link for the SiteGround in the PDF file. You can go ahead and click that link and start buying from there. If you think HostGator is a cheaper, Bluehost is the cheapest option that you have, or you have a coupon code for it, then you feel free to go and install your web hosting there. Okay, so there are some exercises. Please do those exercises. And there's a download also available for this section. Just download it and then you can find all the links there. Next, let's move on to the step 3.